night. Yes, good night, St. Martin, and welcome to your favorite online internet program. Of course, I'm your host, Christopher Emmanuel, and again, we're going to have a very interesting program because I have a very, how should I say it? Yeah, we have a very energetic guest in the studio. He doesn't hold his words back, nor his punches. And this is one of the reasons why I'm glad that he's here with us tonight. So we can always get a different view or another side in terms of the issues on St. Martin. It's always going to get a difference of opinion, whether you go, your views seems to stem along. But let me say good night to each and every one of you guys out there. Call a friend, call someone, and tell them to log on now to www.sxmtalk.com. I'm here with none and other, how I just call him, community activist, entrepreneur, businessman, inspirational speaker, guest speaker. I'm here with Olivier Arundel, no stranger to us here on St. Martin Talk, no stranger to the people of St. Martin when it comes to voicing his opinion. Olivier, good night and welcome to St. Martin Talk.
Chris, thank you for inviting me. It's always a pleasure coming here. And I like to come around when the controversy is nice, because I guess this is the only time when people wants to sit around and listen to the opinions of those who they never wanted to listen to. Because this is a time where, the things that we have been saying for a very long time is now being, is being processed within the system. We can see it take its course, and thanks for having me again.
Yeah, of course, we does voice our opinion sometimes, whether we agree or disagree. We always seem to keep a level, cool head. I can't say that for much of the people who others have discussions with now and again, Olivier. But the last time I heard you in terms of giving your opinion or voicing your concerns was on Billy D.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. Well, I didn't say I should have been surprised, but a gentleman stopped me. Occasionally, he always just stopped me. We just talk about issues. And he asked me if I listened to Olivier today on Billy D. And I said I listened to part of it, and then I had to leave. I didn't get the rest. What I want to hear from you is the explanation you gave to Billy in terms of the football player example. You gave an example when you was asked, what is going on in the current system as it is right now with the ministers in Parliament and the ministers versus Parliament, the two different bodies. He was explaining to me, right, that you gave an example in terms of, look, listen, if I just play football and you just play basketball or something like that, you said. Yeah, I didn't get it, so I told him I didn't hear that part of it.
Yeah, I was given a very lame, a very small explanation in a sense of sport. Why? If you playing basketball and I am playing football, which meaning William Marlin is playing the game that is being played in the law. When government has fallen, when Romain Laville jumped the first time, you remember? Theo them was not intelligent enough to play the game that William is playing. So what I said on Billy D, which no one can contest, is listen, if you don't understand the law, hey, get a lawyer to advise you. Everybody wants to be angry with the National Alliance, and you know that, hey, I'm not a supporter of any.
Yeah, when you bash,
correct,
you bash.
Correct.
We just be at it,
but let's look at it seriously. William is playing the game according to the Constitution. If I am going to play basketball against you, I have to practice. And the problem is, for years, the experience which William has gained in the Parliament of the Netherlands Antilles is what you're seeing being played today in a parliamentary system in the country of St. Martin. And the DP never wanted to win federal election, you remember? So this is the game that is being played right now. And obviously I can't call it no other thing. And you know what was the biggest foul that just come out there? Sarah hold the red card she got. You see the red card? The referee give you a red card. She hold it. And what happened, the lamest thing to do is now the red card has been exposed. And now that the red card is being exposed, you're trying to find sympathy. So therefore, what I would have done if I was in that position, Chris, I would apologize to the people. No. Just try to find a reason why I did it. And tell them, look, I've got politically hungry. Because I will say, like, listen, there's a project that I want to find a way out. But because her intentions are not, because of her intentions, the way how I have seen for the past years going on, because her intentions is not genuine, she can't find nothing genuine to tell the public. Because obviously sympathy can only be described by genuinity, right? So you got caught. The best thing to do, man, is just break up parliament and just go back to the people and have the opportunity to run, you know.
Olivier, there's a number of individuals, even in our age group. You know, I see that you are having a spirited debate right now on Facebook with such gentlemen, you know, in terms of his affiliations and stuff like that, who are adamantly against new elections for the simple reason of new party, this and that and that. I mean, how do you subscribe to that when you hear those sort of reasons?
Well, look, you know, number one, if a new party has intentions to run, they must always be ready for when the war is about to begin. Always be ready. Always have your people to go down. Election can be called today. You always have to be ready to have your people. I've been through the process already with my little small political party. I stand up at census office and I got all those people to sign in order. I was ready and I got those signatures less than a day, Chris, standing up there. What I'm saying is that if they should call elections today, any brand new political party must be ready. The only people that does not want an election today are those that want an opportunity to prepare their game, because it is a game that they're playing with the people in the sense of the political system. You understand? Because every political party has certain investment interests they have to protect, regardless of the fact. I do not know what is NAs. I do not know what is DPs. But what I know is this game that is being played right now is called football, and Sarah is a basketball player. And this is what we need to understand. And I knew that this was going to happen in our system, because in any political system, for 40 years, must come a recycle. We saw what happened to Claude. We saw what happened to any political leader after 40 years of the same thing. It becomes a recycle. And to be honest with you, only now you probably are discovering that St. Martin is on a dictatorship. I knew that for a very long time. Because what is the dictatorship that is going on in St. Martin? Every person that is working in government or at the airport has been politically appointed, right? Has been politically appointed, so they cannot voice their opinion against that political appointed. Versus you now, you voice your opinion against anybody because you stand firm on your belief. But there are people that has to protect their financial interests of a job, because if they should voice their opinion against the Democratic Party, they'll be removed. Classic example, many of the young people that ran on Uplist, 90% of them are employed today in a government company. You see what I'm saying to you? 90% of them. So they ran to get a job. I don't run to get a job. I run to have freedom and prosperity for all, including my kids, your kids, and everyone. This is all inclusive. But they are working. They have a job. So they will always say that whatever the DP is doing or UP is doing that is wrong, they will always give the wrong the right. They will always try to find a reason to say that is right. Because, Christopher, they have to protect that 2,000 guilders they make in a month.
Let me throw this one at you, Olivier. You know, give me your thoughts on the reason, and you know, you just hear William Allen say, against this backdrop is the reason why we are saying give the people the opportunity to change. Give me your opinion from the beginning, the Bada Bing tape. Romain Laville making the accusations, Van Yap, you know, from Bada Bing saying that Theo made him do it, the buying of votes. I mean, I tell people honestly, I don't see them going nowhere, simply because, and I'm going to say it again, color matters in this society. Okay, and once you have color and money, you get away with everything.
Yeah, obviously one can see that, but St. Martin is the perfect place to commit a crime. I mean, if you want to commit a crime and get away with it, come to St. Martin and become friends with the prosecutor or the judge, because there's no democracy here. Because if I commit a crime today, obviously, I think probably Probably the system is probably itching for the date for I to commit a crime. But let me tell you something, it's very difficult for me to commit a crime because I am one of the most perseverance person. I will go out there looking for bread to feed my family elsewhere, to stay in St. Martin, to suffer, and to be able to become hungry. Because if I should become hungry in my country, then everybody should be hungry. You understand?
Right.
So this is why you see that I try to earn income elsewhere. Because Chris, honestly, if I go right now, I have the qualification. If I go anywhere right now, and I apply for a job in government, you did, not Olivier. Olivier about too big, blah, blah, because they don't like the voicement of opinion. And being opinionated is not wrong. It's just putting checks and balance. Patrick did something that is horribly wrong. It is disrespectful to the fact of a representative of our country. You understand what I'm saying to you? And let me tell you something, Chris. I was in Jamaica. And the chairman of the Latin American Aviation Association asked me what is going on in your country with your situation. And I found myself has to defend. Because that's the only thing that I could do. I have to defend that to protect the image of St. Martin people. But what happens? You don't see him anymore. He's not arrested. He's going to lay low. Everything is done. That goes out of the way. For me, Patrick did something wrong, and he should be punished for that. Because it is a crime. And it's a crime that clearly the evidence is there. You understand?
You can see it.
So therefore, when these young black kids now go and steal a bike, what is the difference when a guy bribes a politician? One is white collar and one is black
well, you know,
collar.
they are saying it's alleged.
Whatever.
And we got to say it as it is.
Alleged?
Alleged.
Alleged.
You
Okay.
know, it's an alleged.
So Chris, right now we're on camera.
But
If I strike you and I hit you, or I allege hitting you.
okay, no, you hit me.
You understand what I'm
They
saying to
see
you?
it.
So they see it. So therefore, it's on camera.
Okay.
So let's say, for example, if that did happen in the U.S.
He said he went to collect money from his friend.
Yeah, obviously. So I plot Nederlands ook met him, yeah.
Yeah, he said, yeah.
I mean,
You know, he said he went to collect money from a friend. But what is a fact? What is a fact, though, right? Romain said that they tried to bribe him with 250,000 and then 350,000.
but this is the ironic thing. Romain filed a police report, official report.
He went to the
indicating-
prosecutor also.
Correct, but he filed a report indicating that Theo wanted to bribe him or is trying to bribe him for the position. So my question is, what happened now? What's going on with that? Can this guy become a minister? I'm not sure. Is it possible for him to become a minister? And you know, look, St. Martin, you know, there's something that I am not happy and not honest with our system. I feel like every other country, you should at least be born here to become a minister. Because that position is the ultimate representation of the country. Parliament is the representation of the legislated. So laws can be passed, you know. Everyone can have a difference of opinion in spirit of creating a law to satisfy the different multicultural system we have in St. Martin. But prime minister goes all the way down to the ministers. It should be one that can hold that position, should be one that their blood has been graved within the grounds of this nation. Why? Because if you have a guy that states that he wants to become Minister of Education, to send kids to Dominica to get higher education, where he got the opportunity from the DP to get higher education,
Yeah.
not only here in the U.S., so why should the new kids be at a disadvantage? You know why? Let me give you why. Because his family member is part of Parliament down there that is part of the educational system. So you see, many of you don't realize why the Dominican connection came about. So you see, everyone is going into government to create a business. Why is that? And you know, the sad thing is, I mean, it's small bucks. $250,000 is small money compared to what this nation problem is, Christopher. If a man get 250,000, by the time you finish fix up these apartments, the money done. What is it that you're gonna do to generate more income? $1 million can go so far in this time and these days. You understand what I'm saying to you? So you have to understand what people's personal interest is when it comes to politics. If someone should ask me what's my personal interest, boy, I want legacy, boy. I want when my daughter is 30-something years old that they can open a book and they can read that their father did something. You understand what I'm saying to you? St. Martin is the only country that has an ex-con statue in Front Street. People might hate what I'm saying, but that's the truth. You understand? A man has been prosecuted for a crime. His statue is there.
He was in jail also.
That's what I'm saying. The statue is there. But those who have done legacy things for this nation, they are not recognized.
We don't even have a road, a sign named after Vance James.
This is what I'm saying.
Not even a road or a sign named after Vance James. You see, and these are the things that bother me in our country, Olivier. But what hurts me more is when you have people that defend these sort of atrocities.
But I already told you why, Chris. Chris, if I was in the same position, I would defend it too. If Sarah had to give me a job and I had to keep begging her every day, I would do the same. If she could kill somebody, somebody she right. Yes, because they are what you call political slaves. They got their jobs. Look at Regina LaBega, for example. Look how they wanted to crucify the woman when she was at the tourism office. You remember? What happened? What happened? What happened, people? She is the what? Director of where?
The airport.
Working for who? Don't play stupid.
Working for the airport.
Working for who?
The airport.
No, I don't believe that, man.
The airport. No,
That's
I have a lot of respect for
that's
Regina.
That's an envy. Government-owned company, shares supposed to be divided to the people. Because if it's a government-owned company, the shares should not remain as an envy, and the political body should not be appointed by the politicians. It should be appointed by a separate commission. Separate commission from politics. All companies. All government companies' shares should be chopped up into divisions and put on a chopping block for the citizens of St. Martin to own into a retirement fund for themselves.
Why do we need new elections, Olivier?
Why do we need new elections?
Why do we need new elections? I know why we need it. Why do you think we need new elections?
We need new elections to allow the people to properly decide who they want to represent themselves. Because most people made a mistake in the previous election, not understanding the system that they was going to get.
That's a good point. That's a valid point.
Yeah, they didn't understand what they was going to vote for. Now that they understand, they're going to try not to have most coalitions anymore.
Let me ask you this. When you see individuals like Roy Marlin,
oh my
and
God. These people those people was never, they never elected. Roman was not elected.
No, Roman. Well,
how Roman was elected? How much votes you needed to be elected? Not 186.
Yes. Well. Okay. What I'm saying, right? He was one of the individuals. Yes, they may have, rode in on the back of their leader, but he was one of the individuals that got a seat. But someone like Hugh Douglas,
no,
Yanchi Leonard, Roy Marlin, they
Romaine and all of those people currently sitting in Parliament. The only person in Parliament right now on the upside that got elected was Gracita Arundel. No one else. Tio and Gracita Arundel was the only two persons on the up political party.
No, I don't even think Gracita got elected if you want to count the numbers.
No, but
you needed more than 300 votes. She got 330-something votes.
Yeah, but she needed 300 and something votes. That means that she was elected. 186 does not mean you were elected.
No, but he got a seat. He was one of his.
His seat was traded. He got a seat that was trade. This is a trade.
What do you mean a trade?
For example, if you become a minister.
No, not Romaine.
No. If you become a minister, you cannot become a parliamentarian. Right. Correct. So Tio won how much seats?
6.
Tio gave that seat to Romaine.
No.
How did Romaine was elected? I want to understand this.
No.
How was he elected?
No. Let me correct you there. I got, as much as I don't like them, in terms politically, I have to make the correction.
Okay.
They won 6 seats.
Correct.
Out of the 6 of them, Tio Heiliger,
okay,
Gracita Arundel,
okay,
Sylvia Olivachi Myers, yeah, Romaine Laville, Rhoda Arundel, and Jules James. Those are the 6
combined votes.
Those are the 6 individuals that got the seat after the night of election. Those 6. Now, because Tia Heiliger gave up his seat and went to be a minister, Yanchi Leonard came in.
No, but wait,
let me finish.
How did they get the seat and you needed a certain amount of votes?
No,
so which means if I form a political party right now, Chris, and I get 186 votes, I got my seat.
No.
But then what is it then?
You don't listening to me, you know. You don't listening to me.
Okay,
you don't listening to me. All right? Tia Heiliger on his own got almost 3,000 votes. 2,900 and something votes he got. And the rest of them came in with another 2,000 and something votes combined.
So combined, they all got one seat?
No, the party up, the United People's Party up, won 6 seats. 6. And based on the preferential of votes.
Okay, I got you.
Right? The 6 individuals that got a seat was Tia Heiliger.
Because of the amount of votes that they got.
Because of the amount of votes that the party got.
Okay.
Because of the amount of votes that the party got. Okay? So you had Gracita, you had Tia Heiliger, right? With 2,900 and something votes. You had Gracita Arundel with 335 votes. Okay? You had Sylvia Olivachi Myers with 255 votes. Then you had Romaine Laville with 186 votes. Then you had Jules James with 152 votes. And then you had Rhoda Arundel with 122 votes.
Now let's talk about...
those are the 6 individuals that got a seat.
Correct. Let's talk about...
So you can't say it was a traded seat for Romaine. He got his seat.
Okay, but I think that system is dumb. Because let's look at the National Alliance.
No. That's a different case.
No, but let's look at the National Alliance. How can a political party won the election and not be the governing party?
No, but you see, Olivia, we're mixing it up.
No, I'm not mixing it up. I'm trying to get to a point together with you.
No, but it's simple.
But this is what I'm saying. The reason
they won the election in terms of capturing the most seat, but they did not. We did not get the majority.
Okay, now here's
the government.
Here's the thing. This is why a man with 186 votes can tumble government left and right.
Yes.
Because the system is idiotic.
No, the system is flawed. It's not idiotic.
Dumb. Dumb system. Because there is nowhere in this world that 8 is less than 7. So therefore, if 8 is more than 7, I mean I'm the winner.
Yeah, but
so
nobody got 8.
No, what I mean to say is what I'm trying. I understand, but what I'm trying to say is that the National Alliance has won the majority.
Yeah, but
so
not the majority. They won
they got the most
seats. No, they won the most seats, but not the majority of seats.
How much votes makes a seat?
Wait. No, you're counting it wrong. You can't count it in terms of the votes per seat. You have to count parties with seats. So what I'm saying is this. They won the most seats out of 15, which was 7. But they did not win the majority of seats, which was 8. DP and UP won the majority of seats. Thus, they formed the government. 2 with DP, 6 with UP, make 8. That's a majority.
Now, I understand what you're saying, Chris. It may sound logical. But at the end of the day, when I look at how many votes the National Alliance got,
I agree with you.
When I look at how many votes UP got, it is clearly identified that, hey, the National Alliance won the election.
They did.
Correct. So, hey, I won the election. Why am I not in government?
No, Olivier.
Maybe the problem is understand my logic.
Let me bring something similar to you because I know you're familiar with this. All right? You know, as much as we may not like our system, it's the one that we are living in. And it is for us, Olivier, to try to make it better. For example, Al Gore won the popular vote, which means the majority of American people voted for Al Gore. But the presidential votes that you needed to become a president, the 200 and something, he did not beat Bush. Bush won more of them than him.
I got you. But at the end
So isn't that system flawed also?
that system is a dictating system.
But then every system is a dictating system.
No, any
Olivier.
system that is a two-party system is a dictator system because you only have two choices. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Not all systems are the same. This system here is made and tailored by the same groups that wants to remain in political power.
No, the system was existing long before it.
But here's my point. If we know that we are becoming a country, why didn't we change the system? Because
That's a good thing.
because we have the right to change any
Yes,
put
yes.
any system in St. Martin
Yes.
as long as it doesn't violate the kingdom charters.
Yes, you're correct.
Right?
You're correct.
So why didn't we change the system?
You're correct, but it can be done now.
Okay, good. So the system should be who won the election, form government.
But that's how it is, Olivier.
No, but
No,
William
no.
won the government last
No,
election.
he did not win the government.
He won
won,
election. Okay, I'm sorry. He won election. He won election.
but he didn't win majority of seats.
Lord Jesus, then we should stop putting these plastic chairs in parliament because some of these people who sitting on these seats have no clue. Man, I'm still trying to find a law, man. I haven't seen no law pass yet, Chris. All I've been seeing is one law. Which law was passed? I hear one law. Which law that was passed? Everybody. Which one? The one with
Plastic bags. Why are you laughing? It's a good law to ban plastic bags.
I mean, come on.
The man laughing. Why are you guys laughing?
People listen, man, not to better education, not
Why
to
you
fix
guys
our health care.
laughing?
No, I'm serious, daughter. To ban, seriously, to ban plastic bags. So we don't have nothing better to do in
No
St.
man,
Martin.
we got
Wait,
Franz
Chris.
Wilson that talk about electoral reform and stuff that
Lord,
he passed
man.
the motion. We have
Lord,
a 6 months
man.
contract with a motion that was passed.
Lord,
we have
man.
things on the book.
Lord, man, Chris. Education. We don't have a hospital in this country. Let us get serious.
We got a bridge.
We do not have a. You know what? That's a good point. That's a good point. That's
have
a
a
good point.
bridge.
But honestly speaking, we do not have a hospital in this country. We do not have. I mean, the roads are terrible, man. We got a bridge, which is a clear mistake because
Yeah, but you live in Lowlands, and it work for you, man.
but
It work for you.
no, man. I just go through the front side and catch the traffic on the other side.
Louis Constant now got access to the backside of his property, and his real estate value just gone up.
I would like that because if we should implement a tax, I'm okay for a luxury tax. I'm saying that I'm okay for a luxury tax in a sense of to contribute towards health care and those type of things. I think that the poor people need a little relief, if you understand what I'm saying to you. The poor people in this country are really feeling it really, really hard, man. It's tough, Chris, and I'm saying to you that there's the opportunities here are no more.
Let me throw this question out to you, Olivia. Take it away from where you're at. Should the Prime Minister resign? Because she and Connie resigned today, but because of what she did, so she vacated.
Shane Connie resign?
Yeah.
They resign?
Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
No, they had to resign so they could form the new government.
Well, she should not be reappointed then.
Okay. But should she vacate that seat because she have violated ethical and integrity wise for holding back and hiding this document?
Well, if she don't, the people will punish her.
She's bawling and begging for sympathy now.
But I mean, if she don't vacate the seat, the people will not vote for her again. I can guarantee you that. Because what she did is like stealing and hiding the fact that you stole something. You know, it's like lying. It's like a dirty game, you know. At least she could have presented the letter. She waited for the last moment for that letter to come out after William then resigned. It's terrible, man. You know, it's terrible. But, you know,
Do we need a governor?
do we need a governor?
Yeah.
Well, you know, Chris, I'm an independentista. I don't believe in the colonial system. So the governor was appointed by, well,
Well, I always have I'm a Republican.
the governor
I don't
was
recognize the monarchy at all.
the governor was recommended by a political figure, which is the DP.
No, by the
And
National Alliance.
he was recommended by the NA?
Yeah, the National Alliance is who
Really? I
appointed
didn't know
him
that. I always
as
knew
the
that
governor.
he was appointed by...
No, the National Alliance is who did that.
Okay, then good job to the NA. Well, they get a piece of the sauce. Then he playing the game according to this appointment that he got.
But do we need a governor?
Well, you know, Chris, as you said earlier, it's a system. I prefer a republic system. I prefer a republic system. I prefer a system whereby a private citizen like me can walk into the government office and tell them, hey, they have to vacate because they're not doing their job properly. In this system, you know, the head of state is sitting in Holland,
Yeah.
the king. So it's very difficult to put proper structure, and they don't have no interest in St. Martin. This is why this is going on and on and on and on. They really don't
Why
care.
why does this island, Olivier, seems to always produce the worst in terms of foreign investors? Why do the crooked ones always seems to come here? Is it a reflection of our government being crooked?
No, I mean, investors are recruited. Remember that. Investors are recruited. And to my knowledge, there is no new investment or investors in St. Martin. Legit investors who wants to contribute towards the economy of St. Martin, they're not here. They're
Why
going
not?
to Jamaica
Why not?
and
Why not? Why are they not coming here?
Because if I'm coming to St. Martin to invest, let me tell you how it works. And I'm going to tell St. Martin people how this works. I'm arriving in St. Martin, I'm an investor, right? And the first office that I will approach is what? Prime Minister's office. When I approach the Prime Minister's office, I will state my intentions because I do not understand the system. And I will have good intentions, you know, to present. And I have all the good ideas and whatnot. What will happen is, eventually, you will meet with a third party. That third party, I don't know who, but that third party is going to make a deal with you. And based upon that deal,
I want 10% of
or whatever the structure is, based upon that deal, you will then realize that the cut that the investor is getting is so small that is not worth his investment.
It's not beneficial for him.
Yeah, so
Not
therefore
profitable for
he
him.
leaves. The ones that stay here are usually the ones that are hiding from international territories. They're hiding under the radar, and other people is fronting for them and whatnot and whatnot and whatnot. So that's what's going on here in this
Do
country.
you know about the Justice Park deals?
No, I don't do business in St. Martin. I don't know about the Justice Park deals. I like to do business with clean people. You know, people that like to do honest business. Because if you really wants to know how bad the corruption is in St. Martin, all you have to do is take a look at a politician before they enter into government, whether it's 40 years or 20 years ago, and take a look at them right now. Because the salary that you receive in government is impossible for you to have so much multiple streams of revenue and many different aspects of
But
names.
one could say that they made sound investment. You could say Roy made sound investment.
With what, a salary of 6,000 guilders at the time commissioners used to make or whatever? It's impossible. 6,000 guilders is a mere $3,000. What kind of sound investment? You know how much it costs to build a gas station?
He got a loan.
A loan from where?
I
From
don't
which bank? Can the bank prove the loan? And what was the criteria to approve that loan? What was the collateral? We need an inquiry in these people's lives, man. We need an inquiry, public inquiry. Because to get a loan, a gas station will run you between 1 to 1.5 million US. On the cheapest side, 700,000. The
700
loan,
million.
700,000, not 700 million. 700.
Yeah, but you say 1 point something million.
1 million to 1.5 million. The lowest, 700,000, right? In order for you to qualify for that, you must have significant collateral. Where did those collateral generated from?
Right.
How did you obtain those collaterals? So if we should install a public inquiry in this country, there are many of the assets that were stolen from the people will return to the people. You see what I'm saying to you? And honestly speaking, on both sides, none of them is going to inquire neither, because on both sides, they both are playing the same game. And that is the honest truth. You know, so me, I am a businessman right now, private citizen, that is earning a certain amount of income. When I enter into government, if I should decide that to be in the future of my life, I'm going to prove to the St. Martin people what is my net worth. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because I feel one should prove what is their net worth. Net worth. Meaning how much money you're worth. Where do you have your money? There is something, I have a friend of mine that works for Merrill Lynch, and they do very strategic due diligence on politicians. It is very difficult for politicians to open corporate management accounts, accounts where you can manage millions of dollars. So they use third-party people that they trust.
Olivier,
but hear me out.
every senator in the United States
Yes,
is multi-million.
Correct. All of those things happen. That's the United States of America. I am not a citizen of the United States of America. I am a citizen of St. Martin. And the United States of America still, when that is happening, allows its citizens to have certain opportunity to grow based with the system.
I like that, yeah.
But in St. Martin, however, the politicians are becoming multimillionaire off of the backs of citizens. America has what you call predatory capitalism. St. Martin have desperate murder capitalism, meaning that when they take from you, it's over. I know certain families, look at them. There's the economy is growing. No, it's been stagnant for the past 5 years, and it's going to remain like it's not grown. Or you could fool a dummy, but when it comes to me, I look at the number, the logistics, the numbers. We have a lot of bypass tourists here. A lot of tourists come to go Friendside, to go other places, St. Bart, park jets to go other places. Where does all of that money for the airport goes? That investment for the
resurfacing
runway is very good. What was the cost amount? Why wasn't it published of how much the cost came up to be? All public information should be published. Public information. This is why I am an advocate, Christopher. And if I had the powers to do so, I would chop up every government company shares and donate them to the people of St. Martin. So therefore, every shareholder must know where the money is going. It's a government company, right? Mm-hmm. So therefore, why isn't it? It's a government company. What are you, Chris? A citizen of where?
St. Martin.
Where are you from? St. Martin.
A resident of St. Martin.
Correct.
A citizen of
where? The where?
No, of Holland, as they would put it.
No, you are a citizen of St. Martin.
Right.
Okay, we look at the citizen of St. Martin. We are borrowing a passport at the present moment to allow us the little freedom to travel around the world, right? Mm-hmm. That's what we have. But you're a citizen of St. Martin, okay? Therefore, if GB has 10,000 shares, we got to chop it up. We got to create more.
I think the people should be
we got to create more and give it to the people. You understand? Because the people should be able to vote for the shareholders. Because the shareholders' representatives are who? Who's the shareholders? Government. Yeah, government. But it's the same people in government. Now, where are these money going? Side cut deals and whatnot. What about the people? I mean, give me a little 10% too, and I might be happy. The people care about eating, feeding their kids, and providing education for their kids. And those three basic necessities are not being established in this country. You understand what I'm saying to you? They are not being met in this country. The airport belongs to the people. GB belongs to the people. Telem belongs to the people. Harbor belongs to the people. Chop up the companies. Give the people their stocks and bonds.
Where do we go from here, Olivier? Where do we go from here?
Where do we go? I don't know. But where I go, I know. You see, there's a difference, Chris. I cannot ask the people of St. Martin or tell the people of St. Martin where they should go. They should already know what they should do. and how they should maneuver.
March on the government building?
Well, something like that. Not only that, you know, not march to the government building. No, march to the governor's house.
Like that
Not
too.
the government building. That's not where you gotta go. The government don't have no power at the present moment. It is the governor that has the power at the present moment because he is the head of state right now. You understand what I'm saying to you? If you want something to be done, Sarah is not the person. She is making noise to keep a political position. You have to match to the governor's office.
But it's a clear dictatorship that one individual is holding the whole country hostage.
Well, one can this. I don't feel like I am being dictated.
But do you feel that you're being represented now by your prime minister?
Number one, Christopher, I have made the biggest mistake in my life once. And I can clearly say that I have voted for that lady and I have made the biggest mistake of my life. You understand what I'm saying? I have voted for William once, I have voted for Sarah once, and I voted for myself once. That was the biggest mistake. Because as a woman, I'm supposed to be felt led. My wife leads me. You understand? My wife coaches me. My wife directs me. A woman's supposed to lead you. A woman's supposed to direct you. Supposed to have intuition. But when I hear that interview, when I heard that interview on the radio today, I felt embarrassed.
I think she have done a great injustice to herself.
Correct. I felt embarrassed because you don't look for sympathy. Apologize. Grow up. St. Martin people have a tendency of forgetting.
And forgiving.
And forgiving so you will make through. So what I'm saying, you know, and it's not like they don't know who I am. They know who I am, you know. I'm from Cold Bay, so they know who I am. I'm embarrassed, honestly speaking. Education is behind. Healthcare is behind. God bless that I can get a little Vital because I have French rights as well. Because, Lord, I don't know what would I do. It's pathetic.
How do you feel in this country right now, Olivier? How do you feel?
Boy, Chris, I sometimes feel like packing my family and hit the road because I can. But like my wife always tell me, I'm having an affair with her, between St. Martin and her, because I love my country a lot. I can go Cayman and spend a month. I could go Jamaica and spend 2 weeks. I can go Brazil and spend a long time. But I always miss St. Martin.
Some number.
No. What it is that I could drive on the road and, hey Chris, what going on, my son? You know what I mean? I could stop. Hey William, baby. I can relate to my people. You understand what I'm saying? Is that blood connection to the ground. But when I stand up and I look at the intellectual ability of the ones that are in government, it embarrasses me. Because I have friends in Cayman, and in Cayman government, it's Caymanian running the show. I have a friend of mine, he is the technical aspect of the Cayman government hospital and whatnot. This guy make 130,000 CI a year. And they all, I'm like, what going on? But here in St. Martin, when we look at our people are on the bottom of the ladder and the foreigners are on the top of the ladder because they refuse to give our people the ability to grow because they want to say they don't have the qualification. But let me explain you something, Christopher. Education is nothing. Inspiration and ability is all. Because if you look at the records of those who had the biggest education, because the governor has economics degree according to many, but he can't solve something that is basically simple. Right? Everyone that you see that has dropped out, Oprah, Bill Gates, Facebook, name it, drop out, Lula, 4th grade education. I'm not a big advocate of advanced education. I'm a big advocate of basic and high school education because I feel that the inspiration of life will guide you forward. And these are the things that the St. Martin people have lost because they don't have nothing to be inspired by or inspired of. Because the people in government, they are most of them have certain levels of education, and some of them don't. But at the end of the day, most of them don't have no inspiration.
The Prime Minister had up on her website, she went to this university and the university didn't exist.
I don't know nothing.
Seriously.
Chris, you making me laugh.
Yeah, seriously.
I really don't know. I really don't know. But it would make me feel good if she can inspire people instead of us trying to talk about what degrees and whatnot we have, because that's pathetic. Because I could show you a guy that has no degrees that is making millions of dollars and can flip and flip.
There's a lot that
Correct. So for me,
are you listening to the people of St. Martin on the street, Olivier? What are they
I
saying?
don't listen. A lot of them
What are
come.
they saying? What are they saying?
A lot of them come up to me and ask me their opinions, and I'd basically tell them, look, all you have to do is sit down, relax, and learn the system. And next time around,
Do you feel we're going to get new elections?
make a vote.
You feel we're going to get early elections?
No, I don't think so, because
Why?
the people don't want it.
If they wanted, it would have been outside.
Long time. If I want something, when I go census office, they try to get rid of me fast, you know. Once I was in census office, they had a Curacilian, everybody was afraid to talk to him. They had a Curacilian Coast Guard there, making him out big. I tell him, so let me tell you something. Now come up with this line here, because this is the Samantha line. And you're making a lot of noise right now. Everybody in the back was like, boy, yeah, you know, he start to speak Papimento. I hate him Papimento too. When I'm in home, Christopher, when I'm home, I feel like I have the right to do what I have to do in my home. You understand? When you see I go Brazil or anybody country, but
humble.
what? If I'm humble, yes sir, no sir. But when I'm home, no one from anywhere else should have the right to tell me how should it be done in my home. The other youth, man, this is when I'm very disappointed in my country as well. They had a youth man that I met on Facebook. His girlfriend is Haitian, and he is a St. Martiner, born St. Martiner, with a Dutch passport. His son born on the French side. He went by the census office to gain his son a passport. Do you know they sent that man in a circle like Mary Condon? When I heard this guy's story on Facebook, I said, you know what, call him. I said to him, come by my house. Came down by my house with a child, sit down in my living room. I don't care where you live. He came to my house. I said, this is what we're going to do. I went to the Dutch embassy website, pull on all the applications. I said, fill out all of these things for me. Go by the notary, have your girlfriend notarize, giving you the permission to do so. Bring 135 guilders, 2 pictures. Meet me by the governor office tomorrow. The guy met me. Do you know that in 2 weeks' time, the guy's son, baby 2 months old, got the passport? We went back to the census office. They were shocked. I said, ma'am, you don't have nothing to tell this gentleman. The guy came here to register his son. All you got to do
is
register his son. Don't ask the man about no GB bill. The man, no, I says, don't say nothing. Just do it now. These are the little things that we have to change in our country. We have to learn to help each other. You see what I did? I helped him. 0. I didn't charge him because it wasn't about that. I helped him. And that was it. What I did for that gentleman is show him that a fellow brother of his country is going to help him. No one should be deprived of what they rightfully are in their nation. And a lot of people do not know their rights in their own country, because our parliamentarians who are elected supposed to teach the people on a daily basis their rights. They're supposed to be able to come there and learn their rights. You are elected to represent the people.
Are you satisfied in the way Parliament have been functioning
No.
in the past 3 years?
No. I could tell you though, I was very satisfied with Samuel's.
You don't have the word?
No, I mean, not only that, but he handled the system very well. That's going to be a Calypsonian song.
You don't have the word.
Correct. But no, in all due respect, Samuel surprised me because...
He did a pretty good job.
No, he was a good president. Because you know what? He wasn't boring. I could hear what he's saying, but when Gracita, my family, talk, It's like she don't have the what you call that the
command,
the power. Like I'm Madam Speaker. I'm speaking right now. You don't have, you know, she doesn't.
You don't have the word.
She don't have that. But Samuel
don't have the word.
Samuel did a pretty good job. Samuel handled them very well.
But he has been called all sorts of dictator, Idi Amin.
Nah, man, he did a good job. Man.
This and that. But the Prime Minister is Mother Teresa.
No, he did a good job. Samuel did a good job. Who else I can say did a good job? Romaine, just a little advice for Romaine.
No, but I think he does do a good job as President of Parliament too.
I mean, hey, I could tell you.
Tell me your opinion about what you think about Corey. What's it with Romaine?
Listen, boy, he just have power and don't know what to do with it. He's immature in that level. You give me that power, I will mandate that the Constitution is restructured.
What's really up with him?
I really don't know, boss. All I can wish him is good luck. But at the end of the day, he's from the same camp of DP, so I don't think he will be unemployed after a couple of years. I think he may not win another seat.
But he fixing himself up.
I mean, hey, he's only 32, right? In the next 20 years, ask me, what do you think of Romaine? Because look at Rainey Richardson. Look at all those guys. So you don't look at today, Chris. You look at tomorrow. Today, everyone has their glory, but it's tomorrow that is important.
This is the reason why I like speaking to this gentleman, Olivier Arundel. I think we are down to that number in the program, and of course, you know, we're gonna have him back here now. He just walks in, and that's the privilege that he has here with us. And I mean, you know, he brings me out of the loop when we are talking. Olivier, give me your last words. Give me your last thoughts.
You know, whatever the intentions are for, whatever intentions the government officials are doing, whatever they're doing right now. At the end of the day, whenever you hurt someone that doesn't have the ability to make for themselves, the universe always have a perfect way of bringing it back to you. So just remember that you will have kids and grandkids as well.
Good point.
The future doesn't stop now. It continues to go. And whatever you plant in the universe, it will grow.
I like that.
And, you know, whatever, we got to just stop this bickering and get this country going. But like I said to you, certain people made commitments financially to certain groups, and they have to fulfill that. But the Samartan people, to you, it is your honor to change your destiny. You're the only one that can. Don't let no one stop you from doing that. And if an election should be called today, don't say that you're not going to go vote, because this is what most people want you to do.
Yes.
Just find the person that is less popular, like a Christopher Emmanuel. Find a person that is less popular and just vote for them. At least that won't go to the waste. Or if you don't want to vote for anybody, just cross an X and vote back to the public. I'm Olivier Arundel. It's always nice speaking to you guys. And thank you, Christopher.
Anytime.
For having me
brother,
here.
Anytime. Samaritan people, there you have it. Take care of yourself. God bless each and every one of you guys. We're going to be back here on Friday. God spare your life. Take care. Goodbye.
There was a time when people dare not utter a word. There was a time when people were in the dark and searching for accurate information. Just when all hope is lost and frustration hangs in the balance, XSM Talk emerges and broke the silence. Join host Christopher Emmanuel for live and serious discussions and hard talk.